Monkey. My mom always makes fun of me because of the way I sit. Because I always have to have, like, one of my legs folded up. And, like, I don't know. I mean, I don't do it, like, during dinner when I'm, like, eating a lunch. You know, it's a manners thing. But, like, every time I'm, like, sitting in my office chair, my parents come into my room and, like, perched on it like a parrot or something. And it's just...
Isn't there a motherfucking animal? Flamingos.
Flamingos stand fun. You don't know, they put the leg up.
No, I know. Shit. But you're a flamingo, but you sit.
Yeah, I got the leg up.
That's what you'd be in your past life. A fucking flamingo. So graceful, but so just calm.
Dude, I do not think I have... I think a lot of people can look at me and think I come across as, like, calm or, like, you know, normal. But really, like, I think I'm definitely one of the more chaotic people I know. Besides my brother, who is...
That's a different story.
We can literally dedicate an entire episode to this guy.
We'll keep him unnamed unless you guys already know him. A lot of you guys that are listening know him, but... You guys know him.
Oh, look at that. Big ass audio spike. Yeah. What was I going to do again? I was going to try and find a random number generator. That's what it was.
Yeah. Random number generator for what?
Lightning questions.
Oh, that's going to be motherfucking lightning questions.
It's going to be the main attraction for this episode. I also got the absolute shit kicked out of me.
Oh, yeah?
The other day. I mean, I showed you. Literally, so basically from, like, my knee up to, like, my hip is all purple. Because, I mean, I didn't get... Sorry, let me elaborate. I didn't just get the shit kicked out of me in general. The thing I'm pretty sure I brought it up already. I'm like a Saturday warrior in like a serious like MMA club. So like all the guys there are actual fighters, but I just go because I'm bored and I got nothing to do. And it's like it's cheap. So we did like sparring with like the class. It's just the class is literally 4 people, like 2 and 2. And the guy I guess I was sparring with, does a lot of kickboxing, and his fucking legs were like absolute cannon. So I had to like hold a pad because we were like, you know, we were practicing and then we sparred after. So when we were practicing, this guy, so he injured his left leg. So I was exclusively receiving kicks from his right leg the entire time. And my entire left side is just completely battered right now. Even holding the pad, I was having trouble standing up because he just kept chopping away at the exact same spot over and over again. So my shit's numb. But yeah, no, I got my ass beat.
Your shit is numb. I think we should start the intro.
Oh, shit.
So, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Welcome back, everyone, back to the podcast project. I'm your host, Guy.
I'm your host, Jack.
And this is...
Dude, how do you feel?
I woke up, now I'm here.
Yeah, woo!
Went and bought milk and did some grocery shopping. Actually, you know what? Today was the first time I ever went to go buy groceries by myself. I bought cola and milk.
Yeah. Oh.
That's one thing I don't know if I bought the right one. Is it 2% or 3%? No. I heard that's absolutely disgusting, though. I heard
Probably
Coke
is.
and milk. There wasn't like an internet challenge, like the salt and ice thing if you...
I don't know.
Years ago, not days ago.
You said milk percentage? 2%, 3.2?
Yeah, what's the milk? I don't know what milk to drink. I just got the blue one.
Oh, I only go with 11%.
What?
Yeah.
11%? 11%.
Have you never seen 11% on shelves?
I didn't even know that existed. I thought it was 1, 2, 3%, and then skim.
What do you think skim is?
Milk that's been skimmed? Is skim 11%?
I mean, skim's 14%, but...
Skim's 14%?
Yeah.
Isn't that's the fat percentage or the actual milk percentage?
I think that's the fat... Bro, yeah, it's 2% milk.
Well, Dude, it's 2% something, man. I don't know. What do you get, 100% milk or something?
I'm fucking with you. There's no such thing as 11% milk.
Let's say, dude,
there probably is.
Your bones are, like, super powered.
Why do you think I'm built like a fucking tank, man?
Giga man.
Giga fucking man.
That's what I was gonna do earlier.
Giga man?
No.
This is a segment that's called Lightning Round Questions. And I'm preparing the first one. So, hit me. Go.
If you could swim in any liquid, what would it be and why?
Maple syrup.
What?
Maple syrup. That's a liquid, is it not?
Very viscous liquid.
Okay, you want me to pick another liquid?
No, I mean, why would you want to swim? Why would you want to swim in maple syrup?
Man, today was Flapjack Fridays.
Oh, that's right.
And,
day, Flapjack Friday.
You know me, I like to zest up my pancakes with flapjacks, today was blueberry and, banana with a little bit of chocolate sauce on the end of it. But anyways, back to maple syrup. You know how fucking awesome it'd be to be named and titled a Canadian and swim in maple syrup and then come out.
That could be like a Canadian Olympic sport.
I could imagine someone making you know how they make those massive fucking pizzas as like a world record? Imagine making a massive
Giga pizza.
fucking pancake or flapjack,
Cutting it out the center.
cutting out the center,
And filling it with maple syrup.
and then me dunking in it, flying out like a tuna fish, and then just flopping around, spreading around like a fucking butter knife. You know what I mean?
So you're the butter knife.
No, I am the butter knife. I'm the human butter knife.
That'd be. Do you think you'd drown if you had to? Okay, no. If you could swim in maple syrup, you wouldn't drown. But I feel like, I mean, I can barely swim as is. I'm good at floating, and but I'm better at sinking than I am at floating. And
It's like me with
I don't know how I'd fare in a giant Olympic-sized pool of maple syrup.
yeah, no, I'd do that. I'd swim in it. It would be very hard to, but dude, at the same time, because it's so viscous, it'd probably be dense. I wouldn't be able to sink.
What's it called? Is it wade? Wade?
Wade?
The one. What's the word for when you're just like floating still in a pool? But like not laying on your back. You're like doing the standing up thing, and you're doing the thing with the arms.
Just paddling.
But paddling's like you're moving, dude. Again, I don't know what the fuck I'm
Breaststroke.
No, breaststroke is a
Breaststroke is the one
It's
we're doing this, and
it's
then there's the backward
swimming
movement.
technique.
We're just flying around our arms
What's
right
funny,
now.
it's like-
you
it's
guys
like-
can't see anything.
It's like never mind.
Did you have swimming lessons?
Dude, I stopped when I was like 4 years old, 5 years old.
I did like a few lessons when I was really, really, really little, but it was like super basic, just to kind of know how to stay afloat, and that was it. But I learned mostly through my cousin's pool. So shout out to you guys. I love you guys.
I just thrashed and cried until they kicked me out, and then I haven't been back since.
Did you
Dude,
also go to that grade 3 swim trip in elementary school? Because I did that.
I didn't meet the requirements.
Are you serious?
Yep, because I didn't have a high enough swimming lesson, dude. Dude, if I were to go back right now, I would be in a pool with like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 year olds before I get reassessed.
Oh my gosh.
And then
dude.
they realize I can actually float now. So I'd probably be with like, I don't know, 13, 14 year. That'd be so weird. A 20-year-old learning to swim with like 13 or 14 year olds.
Yeah, it'd be kind of weird.
And they'll probably swim better than me.
Yeah.
The lifeguard will have to watch me because I'm probably the higher risk of drowning.
Fuck's sake.
Dude, it's not even funny.
All right, let's go for another question. Give me, ask Siri a number, Control F, and then hit that fucking play button.
A random number between 0
152.
and 250 is 152.
Hit him with it. All right, Jack. Last time you were emotional. Oh fuck.
Can we skip this one?
We can skip this one.
Can we skip this
Just
one?
a preface, we've both had a very emotional week, and
These
that is
past-
planned
yes.
for another episode. Like, that's going to be planned for an entire episode. It's going to be emotional then. We've both had a very emotional week, along with a lot of our friends, and for that reason, we're going to skip this question.
I could literally just...
That's fucking iconic.
It's a lame
or ironic,
place.
though.
Yeah, that is pretty ironic.
All right.
+1.
Last band or artist you listened to?
So I've been really enjoying the drum and bass scene.
Okay.
Yeah, I played it when I picked you up. It's like it's not like your usual like EDM or like house music where it's like all like the funky electronic
You
noises.
like drum and bass,
it's
strictly just drum and bass.
I mean, no, I've been listening to that a lot recently.
Oh, okay.
So right now I'm a big fan of Mackie G. Shout out to him. Definitely give him a listen. One of my favorite songs. You guys probably heard it. Blew up on TikTok a while ago. Tour by Mackie G.
How does it go?
I'm not gonna try and sound out electro music with my mouth.
All right, let's go with another question. Go.
And 250 is 143.
Have you ever been in love, Gaetano?
Yes, I have.
Have you ever been like fully convinced to the point?
Where I thought I was going to marry them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
really. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's like one thing. Oh, this can go a little deep. I mean, not deep into like your
Into my what?
relationship
Oh, okay.
life, but like I don't know. People always say like date with the intention to marry.
That's my thing, is like, I don't date people to go, oh, like, oh, we'll see where it goes kind of thing. If I'm dating you, I am interested and I'm invested in your life. And if I am invested in your life, I have good intentions. When I date somebody, it's not to fool around. It's not to, and this has been me since about at least 16 years old. 16 was when I really hit it and went, okay,
You've been serious since 16 years old.
I've been serious since 16 because I don't know. It's just, I've always seen myself as a more mature person as much as I'm a goofball and I always sound and look like an idiot.
I was
I see myself when it comes to more serious things.
But you can get serious.
All the
yeah.
offense taken. But as serious as it is, I've realized, like, first of all, since I was 16, I've known all these things and like statistics of what I want to do in my life, what I want to accomplish by a certain age. For example, for me, preferably, I want to get married around between 30 and late 20s and early 30s. That's my goal.
I think that's when my parents got married.
Because I feel like that's like the perfect time because you're not too young. like, you know, you can still live your life, but you're also old enough that you're like, okay, I hopefully have a stable job by then or a stable career. I want to have kids. And that's another thing. I want to have kids by like 35, latest 35, but ideally before then.
Kids by 35?
Dude, I'd be fine with having a kid like 28, 29.
Honestly, yeah.
I can't wait to have a little one of my own fuckers running around. Man, that'd be so sick.
When did my parents have me?
I think my mom had me when she was 29. I think.
Holy shit, my parents had me when you want to get married. But then again, shit was different way back then.
It was a different time.
Yeah, like, and I don't know, like what you said earlier about having since you were 16, you had all your shit figured out.
Yeah,
dude, I'm still figuring my shit out. Yeah. I don't understand how you do that.
I don't know. It's just like I was so
far from being a mature human being. It is unreal. I was still a child at heart.
I was raised with very strict and disciplinary parents, and I appreciate that so fucking much.
I think I was too, but I just don't think I matured.
Let me clarify. Disciplinary. Strict parents, but also very work driven. As in, like, my dad busted his ass since he was a kid my age to like today. My mom, same thing. And so I think that's just like my dad's always told me, like, if I don't have a job or I quit something or whatever, they'd be like, okay, what's your next step? What's your next plan? So I've always had in the back of my head, you need to have a plan B. You need to have that extra step, that next goal, right? And for me, it's always been like, you know, making money, this and that, and
a plan
hopefully
B
trying to save.
Or a next goal. Because personally, for me, I try to not give myself any plan Bs. So whatever I dedicate my mind to, I stick with that.
Those are only really for girls, but...
Okay, fuck off. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because, like, I don't know. I find every time I've tried to set up, like, a plan B, or it's like... every time I try and set up a secondary option...
Yes.
I always lower the bar for myself. You know what I mean? It's like, okay...
You have to have that prime goal. Otherwise, you're going to say, you kind of brush off and like, oh, it's okay if I do this.
Yeah,
like,
no, literally.
I can
that's
lean back
issue,
on
though.
plan B. I have that problem too. Yeah.
And that's why, like, I tried my best not to give myself any of those options. Because it's like, hey, I want to get $1,000 by the end of the week.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, but I can get by with 800. If I know I can get by with 800, I'm going to just get 800. As opposed to go for the original 1,000 that I wanted to obtain. I don't know.
But going back to the whole... what was the question? Oh, being in love? Yeah, no, I've been in love. I think I've actually been in love once or twice.
Like, fully convinced.
Fully convinced. Like, we weren't even dating that long, but I was like, this was... Or at least I didn't think it was that long. And I was like, I'm going to marry this girl.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was... One of them... So, like I said, there's two. One of them broke my heart. She cheated on me.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that wasn't fun. But yeah, and the other one was just things didn't work out, and I think it was one of those, you know, those things where it was, you know, right person, wrong time, right?
Yeah. No, I feel you on that 100%.
Yeah, and well, you fall into love, you fall out of love. It hurts like a motherfucker, but at the same time, you need to listen to your heart and not what other people are saying with their mind.
100%. 100%. That's another thing is, like, for every time, like, I don't know, I've only ever been in, like, one relationship. And, I don't know. Because, like, okay, so I'm a very emotional guy.
Yeah.
And I think I get my heart broken at least 2 to 3 times a year.
What?
Me and my brother both share the same
traits,
problem and same traits.
Yeah.
Where we talk to someone for a week and we both fully convinced in our heads that we're going to marry that person.
Oh, dude.
And that happens to me a lot.
That happened to me when I was younger a lot, but around 16 again. It was more like, okay, like I need to be more of an adult, grow the fuck up and realize that you got to think with your mind and your heart than your penis, you know what I mean?
It started in like grade 9 where it was like, you know, I'd have tons of friends, but I'd see this one person and I'm like, whoa. And then I talk to them and I'm like, whoa. And then everything in my body's like, don't do it. You're going to get yourself hurt. Don't do it. And my heart's just, this is like,
the heart has like a fucking, not P90, but just a fucking gun to itself, and be like, do it, man. Do it, man. Do it, man. Just do it, man. Do it.
Literally. Like, first year university was tough.
Yeah.
Because that's when, like, you're out in the world, you know? That's when you're cast out of your tiny little, like, neighborhood and your little high school and your small, like, social group or whatever.
You start to...
into the real world. And then that's when it was like, I'm gonna hurt myself bad. And it's
Not
exactly
physically,
what
just emotionally.
Emotionally, yeah. And that shit happens all the time.
And physically with your liver, but that's a different story.
But to elaborate, a little bit of an over-exaggeration. I don't think I've ever been fully convinced I'm gonna marry someone, but my heart definitely latches onto people really quickly.
Yeah.
And I hate myself for that because I'm constantly getting myself hurt. But, like, it's a cycle. I can guarantee it happens.
It's a cycle.
It happens at the beginning of the year, sometime halfway through the year, and always at the end of the year. Something always fucking happens. Even if I'm not like, even if there's like no one really of like interest in my life, and I haven't formed like, a somewhat, bond relationship with, I still like, I don't know. I'll be like on Instagram or something. And and my heart is like, gotta do it, man. And I'm like, fuck, I can't. And I'll literally get heartbroken over someone I've never met before.
Are you serious?
Bro, it happens all the time.
Everyone agrees that I'm an emotional person.
I think me and you are definitely the same with that.
Yeah. I applaud myself because I'm able to be emotional around other people, almost no matter who's around me. Like, if I need to be emotional, I'll cry it out. But I also respect you because I know that's not as easy for you, but you also know the right time when to cry, when to be emotional. Like, I'm a Pisces, and that sounds stupid. I'm not really a person to follow astrology, but a lot of people are like, oh, like, they'll just know me and then go, what's your star sign? And then they're like, wait, no, let me guess. Pisces. And I'm like, how'd you know? And they go, because you're fucking emotional. And I go, you damn fucking right, man.
I think I'm a Virgo. Hold on. You gotta tell me if this is right. I'm gonna pull it up.
We're gonna pull up some astrology shit. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I personally do not believe in any of this stuff.
We'll talk about it for a little bit. Chief editor, skip to, or just let the audience know right now when to skip to, and that's when this will be over. So right now.
27 minutes and 28 seconds.
So
yeah, let's get into it.
Virgo horoscope.
Oh my god, Michael Jackson's a Virgo? Paul Walker, Cameron... Wow, that's a fucking trend. All of them except for Cameron Diaz is dead.
Yeah, Michael Jackson, Paul Walker, and Mother Teresa.
I'm sorry, man. It seems like you guys got it rough. Holy cow. Okay, let's look up some traits.
I hope this isn't a trend. I hope this isn't a trend.
Go to like one of the horoscope websites or whatever. We also know nothing about this, so we're reading everything off the internet,
I don't know.
which take with a grain of salt, as per usual.
So, lucky numbers, 5, 14, 15, 23, 32. 14 I can definitely get behind.
14 is my lucky number.
No way. My lucky numbers are 7 and 14.
Same!
No fucking way!
My mom's was 7 when I was a kid, so I like kind of adapted that. And then my dad's was 14, so I also adapted that. I don't know, like, I every time I use 14 or 7 for something, I get lucky.
Bro, same, yeah, 7 and 14 always. Okay.
Damn, motherfucker.
Strengths: loyal, analytical, kind, hardworking, practical.
Practical, yes. Hardworking.
Practical
Hardworking, yes. You sometimes would doubt yourself, but you are.
When I'm dedicated to something, when I'm interested in something, yes, I'm hardworking, but when it's like, mow the lawn, I'm like, fuck! And I do everything I can to not do it.
Analytical, very. I think sometimes over analytical.
Yeah.
Loyal, 100%. 100%. That makes sense why it's the first one as well.
Thank you.
Weaknesses.
Shyness.
Yes.
Well,
it's gotten better for you.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before. I barely ever spoke to anybody, and I hid behind either all of my friends, my brother, or my parents in any conversation, probably until I was in grade 11. Because I just used to be so fucking shy until, like, I don't know, I just kind of got pulled out of my shell when I cut my hair. I had an evolution, but we'll talk about that in another episode.
Evolution.
Worry. I worry
a lot.
about literally everything for no reason.
Overly critical of self and others. Others, I don't know about, but overly critical of self, 100%.
I don't think I judge others. All work and no play.
All work and no play.
That is a complete opposite.
That's kind of opposite.
That is the complete opposite. Virgo likes animals, healthy food, books, nature, cleanliness. Cleanliness?
Nature.
I'm pretty... Despite what's going on...
Your room is clean. Your room is clean.
It's clean.
But... Yeah, nature. I think you like nature pretty well. You like to go for walks all the time. So
all the time. Animals.
You love animals. You love Spankster.
I love Spanky.
Healthy food.
Nah. Dude, I eat like shit. Look. What is that right there?
That's a untitled brand or company.
Drink.
Dislikes rudeness, asking for help, taking center stage. Taking
Those
center
are
stage.
spot on.
Yes. Asking for help. Yes. you probably also, obviously, I think everyone hates rudeness.
Everyone hates
but,
rudeness. No one
but
likes
asking for
rudeness.
help, I think out of those three, asking for help is the biggest one because I feel like because you're over
dislikes,
analytical and because you're always, not always, but most of the time worrying about stuff, you always look like you struggle to ask for help, even though, you know, people are there to help.
Literally. Okay, you know what? I was thinking this. Okay, so far, I'm disclaiming. I already said this earlier that I don't like this. I've never found any of them applicable from everything I've read and everything people have told me. This can sound so stupid, but so far this page is actually pretty accurate.
Let's go to Pisces really quickly. What's your moon? What's your sun sign? Wow, Pisces is the last one, dude. I feel like everyone shits on Pisces. No offense, I don't know why.
Which one do I click on?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
All right,
okay,
let's see.
so yeah, how about you read everything out, and then I'll you just guess and see if it is right, or you kind of
Okay.
Yeah, just
so Pisces traits:
Go.
strengths, compassionate, artistic, intuitive, gentle, wise, musical. Okay, 100%. 100% to almost all of those.
Yeah.
Wise, you've great advice. Extremely musical. Theatrical.
I love my musicals, man. I was listening to
Very
fucking
artistic.
Passage.
I'm not quite sure intuitive means.
I don't either.
Weaknesses: fearful, overly trusting, sad, desire to escape reality, and can be a victim or a martyr.
What?
I don't.
Okay, go for
martyr?
one by one. Go for one by one.
Okay, fearful.
Yes, as much as I'm confident, I'm a confident person. I always have at least one fear in the back of my head. Not like I'm scared of spiders. I'm scared of this. It's more like I'm scared about one person. I'm scared about one thing that just involves a person. I'm always worried about people, which is so sad. Yeah.
Overly trusting.
1000%, dude. Like, this goes also back a little bit back to the relationship thing. I overly trust people within the first 3 weeks of meeting them. Like, overly trust them. I have the fucking private story and everything, and it's bad.
The private story. Season 20.
Sad? All the time.
Oh, yeah. I feel like that's a very common trait among all people
I'm
at our age. At least if
Yeah.
you're 18, 19, 20 right now, you're basically sad 95% of the time.
I think the reason too is just like Robin Williams had a great quote on it before he passed away. God bless his soul. I can't remember what it was on top of my head, but to paraphrase, it was,
I think the saddest people always try their hardest to make people happy because they know what it's like to feel absolutely worthless and they don't want anybody else to feel like that.
and that is exactly me. I'm always trying to make people laugh. I'm always trying to be happy. I'm always trying to put that cover on my face, that mask, if you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's always at least some part of me that is slightly broken or chipped away.
And one thing I can definitely notice when I go out with you, my mood always shoots up. But when we both get an emotional mood, when we're in our feels, when we're in our feels, we both just like collapse.
Yeah. but it's good because we're both.
It's good. Yeah, exactly.
Did you just jam your finger?
I just destroyed my hand. Desire to escape reality.
Desire to escape reality. That is literally
I don't even know what that means.
Fucking on.
Like,
because
live the life you're living. Like, go out.
Desire to escape reality. Literally, one of my reasons why I want to become a performer, specifically an actor, is because I love the feeling of escaping my own reality. In the sense of I love being someone I'm not. AKA, I love playing a character. I love being who I'm not because I get to experience something different, and that just brings a whole fucking fiesta of different options and opportunities, and it is beyond just fucking awesome.
So if I look up Pisces, I should see famous actors.
I don't know about that.
Albert Einstein,
Oh, fair enough.
Floyd Mayweather,
Justin Bieber.
and Rihanna. Yeah, makes sense.
It's not bad. I know. But yeah, it's kind of. I'm also a water sign, and it's literally Pisces fish.
What's water sign?
I don't fucking know, but it's literally a water sign, and it's fish, and it's ironic because I fucking hate fish. Like,
I love
eating fish,
fish.
I fucking hate fish, man.
Aside
from shrimp and sushi.
Okay, a little off topic here, but one thing that I saw the other day that like really weirded me out is that basically all crustaceans are like ocean bugs. You know that,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
crabs, shrimp.
Yeah.
They're like the roaches of the ocean.
The roaches of the ocean.
Yet, all the
mammals, the big ones?
the ones that are on land,
Oh, okay.
people find absolutely vile and disgusting.
So
But they're essentially the exact same thing, except one lives on land and one lives on water.
Well, I mean, dude, a fucking
Ocean
a
bugs.
fucking daddy
Ocean
long
bugs.
leg spider is a little bit smaller than a crab.
No, but like, never mind.
Are you just trying to refer to like how like we see like sea life as beautiful and like graceful, and then there's like, oh my god, it's a fucking
Cockroach.
It's cockroach.
It's like cockroach and shrimp are basically, I mean, okay, I'm pushing it here, but they're basically the exact same thing, except one lives in the water and one lives on land. Both just like bottom feeder scum.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's like, I don't know. How did I get to this?
I don't know.
Back to the Pisces thing.
Let's go quick with this one.
Being alone.
Pisces likes being alone.
Love.
Not true at all. I'm an extrovert, super extrovert. I love being around people.
I'm kind of fine being alone. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of being around people.
Love. I love love. I love sleeping. Oh fuck yeah, I love music. Yes, I love romance. I'm a sucker for romance. It's like, I hate to say this, but I'm gonna say it. I fucking love rom-coms. I'm sorry. Like, that's why whenever girls are like, oh, let's watch a rom-com. Like, fuck yeah, let's watch a rom-com.
God.
I even like, this is not a rom-com, but like just thinking back to like friends that are girls that like I watch shows with and stuff. I used to watch RuPaul, and I kind of want to get back into that.
I'm not quite sure what that is.
RuPaul's Drag Race. It's literally like
Is that like a racing show?
No, it's a show about drag queens trying to get to the top and win this big prize to be the drag queen of the year, or whatever. Right?
I thought a drag race was like the cars with the fat tires that go fast.
It is, I think it is. But
you have like
this
the
is
wheelie
like
bars
this
and shit
is
so they don't flip
RuPaul's
over.
Drag Race, and it's specifically drag queens. And honestly, there's so much gossip and drama. I'll be honest, it's so fucking awesome.
I'm not quite sure what a drag
I get so
queen
invested,
is,
it's ridiculous.
I'll just nod my head and agree.
Yeah. Smile and wave, boys. Just smile and wave.
Swimming and spiritual themes.
Swimming, yes, I love it. It's super calming no matter what I'm doing. And spiritual themes, what would that entail? Like, I'm very religious. Jesus. But
Jesus.
but I don't know what that is. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. What
Dislikes. What is it?
Know it all.
I hate know-it-alls, man. People are narcissistic.
Being criticized. Oh.
Yeah,
The
depends.
past coming back to haunt. That's a freaky one.
The past coming back to haunt. 100%. I think that almost ties into trauma.
Cruelty of any kind. No one likes
Yes.
cruelty.
Yeah, I know.
Unless you're... What's it? Oh,
Masochist?
yes,
Yes,
that's
we
the
talked
word.
about
We
it
were
the other
talking
day.
about this yesterday, 2 days ago. Yeah.
Well, what of a sudden machinist or something?
Someone said masochist. Masochist or something like that. Masochist. I don't know.
But a masochist is a person who enjoys and gets pleasure from pain.
Pisces, the loving fish. That's what you are.
I am a loving fish. I am that flapping. Oh my god, that fucking ties into the fucking pancake, and I'm the butter. Come out of it, just flopping around. I'm literally a fish.
The butterfish.
The butterfish.
You know what?
The butterfish. I'm gonna make that part of the title.
The zodiac, the whole like zodiac.
It's interesting.
Sun sign, astrology, zodiac sign, the whole shindig. I never really understood the logic behind it. I mean, then again, like there's really no logic.
It's basically like you are born obviously in a certain month. You're born at a certain time of the year, and at that time, the sun, the moon, they have different positions, and the stars as well. And that's when the stars align. All this it's basically like the universe and when you were born exactly, and that is supposed to give you some traits. But yeah, that's basically it.
You know what's one thing I definitely didn't learn from this episode?
What?
That me and you are both severely ADHD. We can't stick to a single topic for shit. We're
trying,
one
guys.
really good piece of criticism, and that was stick to a topic. And what the fuck did we just do
Thank you,
for
Matthew.
the past 40 minutes?
Thank you, Matthew, for the feedback.
The topic.
Dude, I fucking love talking.
Bro,
but I'm so excited to talk all the time about anything.
We're trying to figure out what we're talking about. The only thing about this podcast that is a common theme is that we can't keep a common theme.
We need to change it to just the ADHD club or something.
Literally. Except, I mean, I don't have diagnosed ADHD.
I don't have it diagnosed, but I am like 90% sure because I can't focus for shit. Not only here, but also in school specifically, I am like always looking around for anything. There's the slightest sound or like even a pencil dropping, I'll just like twitch like a fucking dog.
Yeah,
you know that movie Up where it goes, squirrel, squirrel? That's literally me.
Yeah, you and Spanky alike.
Yeah.
The bulgy eyes and everything.
Yeah, I'm just missing a piece of barbecue sauce on my forehead.
Oh my god, that was so funny. Just heads up. I mean, not heads up, but like little insider information. I was eating ribs and my dog was like, I was at my cottage and my dog was just going crazy and I wasn't paying attention. And a fat thing of barbecue sauce fell and it landed right in between his eyes. So he's a Boston Terrier, so he's black and white, and he has like really like he has perfect black, like perfect patterns.
You've literally said this last episode.
I know, but I'm reiterating.
Well, that's another thing too for feedback. We gotta stop repeating shit. At least we didn't talk about fucking food this episode. Sorry. Continue though.
Oh yeah, no, barbecue sauce on his forehead, and he has brown stain on his forehead, which is pretty funny. But yeah, no, that
was a Simba moment for you.
Yeah,
or for Spanky, I guess.
For Spanky.
We need to have one episode.
Pack a little barbecue sauce on his forehead. Yeah, no, how many questions we end up doing? We're like, yeah, we'll make lightning questions the main.
We literally did lightning questions, but not lightning at all.
No, we did maybe 4 of them, and the question that said, what even was the question?
Have you ever been in love? That was when we really started to veer off.
That is the last question we answered, I think.
Was it?
Yeah. I mean, no.
Last time you were emotional. No, that's not
because then we were like +10, -3, or whatever the fuck. Yeah. Have you ever been in love?
Yeah, damn.
And then we just went off.
Okay, let's do. I know it's late. But let's do one more each, and then we're done. This one is strictly lightning though, like really lightning.
Hey Siri, give me a number between 0 and 250.
That was a burp.
A random number between 0 and 250 is 186.
When are you the most productive?
Night, 100%.
Not at all for me. Don't think I'm productive at all. I don't think I've had a productive day in the past year.
Oh my god, dude.
Question doesn't apply to me.
Let's go to you. Fuck the Siri. I mean, Siri, thank you, but let's just go with literally a random one. Give us 3 digits. Give me 1 digit. Go. 2, 1,
5.
All right, 215. See, that was more efficient.
New York City.
What the fuck does that even mean? Okay, let's go something around that. Let me pick one because I'm asking you. Okay, let's just grab a random one. I don't care. What is the strangest thing you have ever eaten?
Sea cucumber, and it was absolutely fucking disgusting. Apologies to anyone that likes it, or it's like some major component in their lives. I don't know how the fuck it ever could be though, but sea cucumber is the most vile thing to walk this planet, or I guess crawl this planet.
Is this a Virgo dislike? You seem very enthusiastic about the
hate sea cucumber.
I don't even know what a sea cucumber looks like. Is it an animal or is it a fucking cucumber? I hate cucumbers.
I don't think it's considered... Oh, it is considered an animal. But it's literally just...
That looks like a fucking...
It
looks like a rock or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like literally like a sentient like slime sausage looking thing.
It literally looks like a barbecued sausage.
Yep, it is disgusting.
Or a really, really shriveled up walrus.
Imagine like
no tusks.
Okay, so I'm trying to describe
for the audience, it literally looks like, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looks like a turd, but in different colors. With like a hard shell, some with spikes, some with not.
They're bottom feeders. They live at the bottom of the ocean.
Super smooth.
Disgusting. They are so okay. I'm gonna describe it and tell me if you think this tastes good.
I go.
All right. So it tasted like clay, watery clay. The texture. So I don't mind. I'll eat anything as long as the texture isn't fucked. There's 3 things I don't like: raw tomatoes, because the texture is just... This is funny. I like most mushrooms. Some of them are a little funky. And 3, sea cucumbers. It literally... okay, so imagine an apple.
Yeah.
But jello-y and extremely, extremely chewy.
With a hard shell?
No. It just kind of like had like a weird kind of like...
Like a slimy,
gooey,
gooey...
chalky... Like, I don't know. It's just disgusting. I don't even...
Was it cooked or was it just raw? What was it?
It was cooked. It was cooked, but it was vile. So yeah, most disgusting thing or gross thing I've ever eaten, sea cucumber. I mean, I recommend everyone try everything at least once. But if there's one thing you don't want to try, and you have a valid excuse to do it, it's definitely sea cucumber.
Factual.
Fucking disgusting.
Exactly. All right, let's wrap this episode up because we are going to a longer time.
Oh my god. 43 minutes. That's pretty good. All right. Well, again, thank you for everyone for tuning in to probably, again, another very chaotic episode where we couldn't manage to stick to one topic.
Yep. Thank you for listening to the Podcast Project. This has been Guy.
Jack.
Thank you for your ears. Thank you for your time. Make sure to follow the podcast on Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, Deezer, Google Podcasts, Podcast Addict, and Podchaser.
And don't forget to follow our Instagram at the Podcast Project Official. Please DM us any feedback, anything you want to hear about us. Send us Send us anything you want us to read on the podcast, any stories,
Videos,
any funky
audio
topics.
recordings.
Yes.
Just literally send us something because we want to get you guys involved, but
Yes.
we need y'all motherfuckers to respond.
I mean, we get a decent little bit of engagement.
We get a little bit, but it's just one of those things where like I want to.
It's people
I
like-
want to engage people.
Yeah.
I want to get like fucking. But aside from guests, because we plan that later. I want to get like voice memos. I want to get fucking like comments, feedback, just to help us create a more beautiful product.
All right, thank you everyone for tuning in.
Thank you everyone for tuning in.
This is the Podcast Project, and good night.
Good night, everyone.